Good morning, everybody. Today, I'll continue the chapter coordination compounds by taking another topic, that is nomenclature. Let us take example. Now, potassium ferrocyanide. That was the general name. Now, how to nomenclate this compound in IUPAC nomenclature? There are different parts. First part is this, comes in the ionization sphere. In this case, it is potassium. Then comes the coordination sphere in the bigger bracket. In the bigger bracket, in the coordination sphere, this is the central metal atom. In this case, it is Fe. Then this species is ligand, the negative charge ligand species, and 6 represents the coordination number of Fe. So for nomenclating this compound, we need the name of the positive ion first of all, then come to this bigger bracket, that is coordination sphere. Here, what we have to follow? We have to name the ligands first of all. How much number of ligands are attached? What are those ligands? Name of the ligand in the alphabetic order, and then we'll name this compound. Because this is cyanic, we'll add 8 as suffix, and then the oxidation number. Let us see. Potassium. This is potassium, just write down potassium. In the coordination sphere, 6 ligands. We'll write hexa. I have written cyano, but in NCERT, according to 2004 nomenclature, this word, this group has been noted as cyanido. Potassium hexacyanido. Then the central metal atom ion for 8 as the suffix, and then comes the oxidation number of central metal in Roman numeral. So if we find out the oxidation number, this is -6, 4 equals 0, comes out to be 4, that is comes out to be 2. So potassium hexacyanophorate 2. Let us move to this slide. This is the example given. This is the cation part outside the coordination sphere, that is ionization sphere. Then the coordination sphere, central metal atom, and the ligand. This is Ni. So within a coordination sphere, the metal atom as well as the ligands are listed like this. In this case, there are 3 ligands attached to cobalt, central metal atom. So, while nomenclating, there should be no gap, no space between the ligands. It is one of the rules. The same example, K4FeCN6. This is the cation part. Potassium, 6 ligands attached to central metal atom, so we name it as hexa cyano. It is cyano, but we have to correct it as cyanido. Then for 8, and then the oxidation number of Fe, that is 6 minus 4. So comes out to be 2 in Roman numeral. If the coordination entity is either neutral or cationic, then usual name of the metal is used. But when the coordination entity is an anion, then name of the metal ends with the suffix ate. This is the example. Sodium, cation, and this acts as the anion. Sodium. Now naming the ligands, this is amine, this is chloride or chloride. So 3 chloride, 3 amine. So out of amine and chloride, we have to name amine first of all because A comes prior than C. Triamine, trichlorido. Sodium, triamine, trichlorido. Central metal atom, platinate, and then 2, oxidation number 2. Why it is 2? This is neutral one, Cl, minus 1 into 3, this is plus 1, comes out to be 2. See the picture, these are the rules how to nomenclate the coordinate compound. First of all, cations are written first then anion. In this case, it is to be mentioned first then this part. Total charges must be balanced to 0, that is equal to 0. Then we have to nomenclate the complex ion in the bracket, this one. For this, we have to show the number of ligands first of all, and ligands are chosen, they are placed according to the alphabetical order. In this case, this is chlorido, this is amine. So amine will be named first and then chlorido. Same thing, cations are named, then anion, ligands in the alphabetical order before the metal ion. Now ligands could be neutral, anionic, anything. If that part is neutral, then the molecule name, if it is anionic, then will replace ion with O, that is chlorido, bromido, like that. Oxidation number, you have been taught in class 11th also to calculate the oxidation number. The same way you have to find out the oxidation number of central metal atom. And in the complex, the metal is ending with the suffix ate. Let us move to another slide. We know H2O, water, but in coordination chemistry, you have to name it as aqua. NH3, it is simply some ammonia, but in IUPAC system, in coordination chemistry, you have to name it as double N-IU, amine, carbonyl group, nitrosyl group. Now this is fluoro, chloro, bromo, iodo. Just replace it as fluorido, chlorido, bromido, iodido, cyanido. Few more metal ion complex for this iron as ferrate, cuprate, lead, plumbate. So this you know, you have read in the earlier class also. Name of the ligand put in the alphabetical order. Add prefixes for ligands that appear more than once. Name the metal. So after naming the ligands, then comes the central metal atom. Name the metal, cationic complex. Then the metal name, suppose platinum, platinum. If it is anionic, Then we add 8 as suffix. Platinate, cuprate, ferrate. Add oxidation state in Roman numeral. As in this case, these are numerals in Roman. A separate word, write ion, if not neutral, always counterhand. Positive first, negative second. Ion, in this case, just say this. All these are the examples. 2 negative means it is ionic. So the nomenclature will be. There is no positive ion on this side, will nomenclate directly. Tetra, cyno, cyanido, then nickel. Because it is anionic, we'll put 8 as suffix, nickelate, and then the oxidation number 4 minus 2, that is 2, and put the word ion because it is ionic. Hexa, chloro, cobalt, ionic, cobalt 8, cobaltate, then the oxidation state minus 3, 6 minus 3, that is 3. Now in this case, there are 2 ligands, fluorido and amine. So out of the 2 we will name first of all amine. So tetra, amine, 2 chlorido. So dichlorido, cobalt, 3 ion. Same are here. Look at this example. This En. En is ethylene diamine, ethane 1,2-diamine, represented as En. It is a neutral ligand. So for this type of ligand which are bidentate or tridentate, polydentate, we'll use the word for 2 bis, 3 tris, tetrakis, like this. There are 2 En attached with this group. So we'll write 2, for 2 we'll write dichloro or dichlorido, bis, ethane 1,2-diamine or ethylene diamine, then comes chromium, then the oxidation state, this is neutral, this is minus 1, there are 2, and this is sulfate. So we'll sulfate, 3 sulfate. Okay. Method, same thing. Metal, normally they are transition metals. Then comes the coordination sphere. Metal, and then anion, we have taken CN, cyanido, EDTA, ethylene diamine, tetracetate, ethylene diamine, triacetate, other groups. It may be neutral like NH3, water, carbonyl, En, these are the neutral ligands. Okay, you have to remember these things. The name of unidentate ligands, bidentate ligands, and polydentate ligands. First of all, methylamine, named as methylamine. Ammonia, it is represented as amine. This is the charge. This is the charge. So you have to remove the charge also. These are the neutral one, no charge. Water, aqua. Likewise, NO, nitrosyl, CO, carbonyl, thiocarbonyl, sulfur, thiocarbonyl, PH3, phosphine, like this. PY stands for pyridine. This is the formula, pyridine. En, ethylene diamine represented as En. diene, triene, diene, diethylene, triamine, triethylene, tetraamine. So this is tridentate, bidentate. These are unidentate. Means one donor site, unidentate or monodentate, bidentate, two donor site. Ethylene diamine. It has two donor site. Okay. This one, diamine, it has three donor site. And the tetradentate, four donor sites. You can say this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us move to another one. More ligands. Examples of unidentate, cyano. It is written cyano, but in latest nomenclature we will write cyanido. This one, right? This one has mentioned the NCERT. Fluorido, chlorido, bromido, iodido having -1 charge. H negative, the hydride ion. It's not positive, hydride ion called hydrido. Just like we have to replace E with O. Then nitro, simply nitro. ON. What is the difference? The attaching site is N. Here the attaching site is, or the donor site is oxygen. We write it as nitrito. But NO3, nitrate group, in the inorganic chemistry, it is termed as nitrate 2. OH negative, hydroxo, and last is amido, NH2 negative. Few more ligands for the nomenclature that is important. Just see one, carbonate ion. Here we write carbonato. For sulfate, sulfito, sulfato. For isotherine 2 negative, sulfito. Likewise, acetate ion, in organic chemistry, we write acetato in coordination chemistry. So these are the unidentate ligands, again the bidentate. Oxalate, we write oxalate 2, oxalate ion from oxalic acid. It is bidentate, two attaching sites. Glycinate ion, likewise DMG, dimethyl ion. It is also a bidentate ligand. Now EDTA3, EDTA4. Ethylene diamine tetraacetate ion, ethylene diamine triacetate ion for 3 negative and the 4 negative. So ethylene diamine triacetato, tetraacetato. Depending on donor site, it is pentadentate, 5 donor site, hexadentate, 6 donor site. So with the help of these, we can nomenclate any or coordinate compound. A quick revision. Let us take this example. K3 FeCN6. This I have already explained. K4 FeCN6. The nomenclature, potassium for this, potassium for this. Then we move to the coordination sphere in both the cases. This is Cn. Now this central metal atom, the ligand. So 6 ligand. So hexacyanido for 8, 6 minus 3 is the oxidation number in the Roman numeral. In this case, potassium hexacyanido for 8, 6 minus 4, 2. 2 is the oxidation state, that is written in the Roman numeral. So this is all about the nomenclature of the coordination compounds. Thank you. Okay students, Go through the NCERT book, exercise questions, even the in-text solved exercises. There you will see the nomenclature examples. To write the nomenclature of coordinate compound and to write the formula by with the help of the name of the coordinate compound. So go through the exercise. You will get 3 exercises for nomenclature. That is your assignment. Thank you.